Okay. Well, we were here to pay a courtesy call at Auxiliary Bishop Gabriel Msipu at his residence here in Chipata. As you know, as national leaders, when you visit a place like this, you have to visit other national leaders, such as church leaders, because for us as political leaders, we constantly need, counseling, guidance, and advice on various issues of national importance relating to governance and national development. So it is that we came here, as you know, as government and the able leadership of President Hakainde Hichilema, we continue to maintain warm and cordial relationship with the church, because we as government and church are partners in national development. So from time to time, it is extremely important to have this kind of engagements where as leaders in government, we get to tap in the knowledge and guidance of the church, and we want to take this opportunity to urge those in the political realm to continue to have a health and cordial interaction and relationship with the church leadership. As you know, the church are the moral compass of any government, because they perform a role side by side with that which government performs, particularly when it comes to moral uprightness. You recall that not too long ago, the President Hakainde Hichilema, was addressing the National Assembly relating to principles and values of our nation, in particular emanating out of Article 8 of the National Constitution, wherein some of those values and principles anchor on Christianity. And therefore, it is just right that we continue to interact with the church, because even when it comes to the fight against corruption, we as government cannot do it alone, because the fight against corruption cannot be won by use of handcuffs and or guns or jail terms. We need a morally upright society to be able to fight this scourge that is robbing national resources for national development. So the church is anchor to national development, and so from time to time you will be seeing us interact with the church, and we are very grateful this day that Bishop Msipu accommodated us at his residence. As you have seen, it was a very long discussion, because we delved into various issues of national development that has informed and enlightened us. And as I go back to Lusaka, I should be able to share some of these with cabinet colleagues and those in government, so that we begin to respond to the issues emanating from the grassroots through the church that interact on a day-to-day basis with the people who elect us. Thank you so much.
I appreciate his coming, because there are a number of issues that we have discussed during this about 4.5 hours, realizing that as a church, we are in touch with the grassroots. We hear the complaints and sentiments of the people, and these concerns we have shared, and with a view that we are able to continue working together. Because as you know, as a church, we have been good partners with the government in the area of education or health provision, social programs, or programs directed towards the youth. We are working together, and we appreciate the support that the government is giving to some of our institutions which are grant aided. But we have also pointed out some other areas that may need further attention. And through our meeting, I'm pretty sure that something positive will come from our discussion. Generally, it was a fruitful discussion, very cordial in terms of the deliberations and how we dealt with each issue of national interest. The idea is to build. No one is trying to work against the other, and we need to have a listening heart and not to be so judgmental. Otherwise, the discussion went on very well, and each one of us, we were free to point out certain areas where we needed to intensify our efforts in order to uplift the standards of our people. We know they are going through different challenges, and working together with the government working together with the church, there's a lot that we can achieve together. For me, it is simply a word of thanks and appreciation on what has happened today, the issues that we have tackled, but also other areas of concern to try to see that there is closer collaboration maybe in our work, because as a government and the church, we are more or less working for the same people, with the same people, and sometimes dealing with the similar challenges. How well can we collaborate and work together? I think this is what we tried to share this afternoon. I'm very grateful to each one of you. Thank you.